guys, oh my gosh, are we really doing this? I'm sitting up here sneaking in a little get ready with me video today. I just fed Rhett and I put him down and I'm like, okay, this is perfect timing. It was like, it's 5:27 right now. I can do this. I've just been wanting to kind of get up here and just do makeup again and just chit chat. I mean, I have been shooting videos and everything, but just the actual application of everything. I'm not totally sure what kind of look I'm gonna end up with today. It might be sort of a Thanksgiving type look, and to be completely honest with you, this shirt also has been worn now 2 days straight. This is true life with a newborn. I'm gonna start out with this Hard Candy Perfecting Primer. You might remember this primer from such videos as popular stuff at Walmart, most picked over stuff at Walmart. This was one that was just getting down to its last product, and so I'm like, I wanna try that. And it really is a nice, like, kind of silky smooth type primer. I do enjoy it. It makes the surface of my skin very, very even overall. And I think that can help the evenness of application of your foundation and the wear of the foundation. And then for the foundation, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible. I've been kind of getting into this stuff lately. I'm really, really digging the coverage here. Okay, fine, camera doesn't want to focus on it, but I'm sure you've seen it before. I've got it here in the shade 415. Rose Ivory is this shade. And I'm gonna do a full pump. It's kind of thin and a little bit runny, almost ran off my fingers there. But I'm gonna dab this on, just all over the face. And then I got a new BK Beauty brush. This is Lisa J Makeup's brush line, which is really amazing. Absolutely beautiful quality. And this is the 106. And this one I think is absolutely a perfect size for buffing in foundation or working in your concealer as well. She said it's even a great cream blush brush. But it's just such a nice size. It's not too big. And something I like about this foundation, it does have good coverage. It's pretty thin and lightweight, but it also has really good staying power for me. I need to really test it up against Maybelline Superstay. That would be good. But I think Maybelline Superstay sort of maybe has a little more moisture on my skin. You know, once all is said and done blending wise, I feel like there's just a little more hydration in that one perhaps. So the foundation looks good, but oh, check out my circles. I gotta do something about that. I am gonna use my Revolution Conceal and Hydrate concealer. This is definitely my favorite concealer right now. I wear it in C4 and I just love it. I feel like the coverage is fantastic, but also it isn't drying and it kind of gives you that little extra hydration boost on the under eye and anywhere on your face really. I've been enjoying it so much. I'm kind of dabbing over what I can do with this larger brush here, and then I may pull in a smaller one in a second. I didn't take the time to wet my beauty blender. It's kind of like a ticking time bomb when you know you've got a sleeping child. I remember saying when I was timing myself for that 10-minute makeup look, like, oh my gosh, this is so stressful. Like, when's the alarm gonna go off? And now I'm thinking like, girl, that's nothing, you know? Think about when is that baby gonna start crying? How much time do you actually have for this makeup look? So we'll see. He's down in our bedroom and I know that Bub is still in there and he can maybe rock him a little bit if he does wake up. But this shade is so perfect. And again, the coverage is really fantastic. If you've tried the regular Conceal and Define, but you're like, well, it's just not enough like nourishment for my skin, this is so good. Now you guys, I have this powder that I've been playing with a little bit on and off. It's called the Brush Off from Urban Decay, and I have it in Fair. And it says Set and Go Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So what you have here is this little like blunt cut sort of kabuki type brush, and you pull it out and there's your open sifter. And I'm not sure what I think about this. Every time I pull out the brush, I do feel like there's a lot of product on it, and it seems like the kind of brush that might be perhaps nice for like blending in a mineral foundation. Like I'm picturing this with Bare Minerals and thinking, well, that could be good for packing in the coverage, but do I want like a heavy application of just loose setting powder? I don't know. So I'm still kind of feeling this one out. What do you guys think of it? I mean, is this like a pretty intense brush for just a little bit of light powder? Maybe a lot of people do like to apply a little bit more powder than I do. I really generally keep it pretty light. And also a big area that I hit kind of without fail with setting powder is my under eye, and that brush is kind of hard to target my under eye, so I'm coming in with my e.l.f. small tapered brush so I can really target the under eye. It's not like the concealer is like really sticky, which I like that. I kind of like that it's not as tacky as, let's say, the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer is, but I do feel better setting it. It just wears better. And don't you know, as soon as I just did that, I had to wipe my nose with the Kleenex. Ugh. The next thing I'm going to work into this look is a little gift set here from NARS. It's called VIP Room, and I actually thought it seemed like a pretty good deal. This is all the stuff you're getting, and it's kind of a like an OG set of NARS stuff. You got this Climax Mascara, which is semi-new, and I really like that mascara, but a couple of these sticks, the Orgasm and Laguna Bronzer and Blush, also this cream stick as well, and I thought it might just be fun to work all that into my look today and see how we like those particular products all together. So here's the little baby Laguna Bronzer. Laguna, you know, like I said, a long-standing product, very popular product from NARS's line. So we're just gonna do a little light contour and bronze with this today. I'm just so happy to be up here, guys, doing this, like kind of working the regular routine. This feels so good to me. Some people sometimes say, like, make sure you take care of yourself, you know, you've got that new baby, like, don't rush into doing videos again. And I really, first off, don't feel like I have rushed in, because it's been kind of impossible. Like those first few weeks, it's really hard to establish any kind of routine or consistency. But as far as getting back into doing videos again, like, this is taking care of myself. I feel like I've discussed this before, like after the others, but this is me taking care of me right now. Like, these videos don't feel like work to me. They feel like fun. They feel like just me having a good time chatting with my friends. I've always said the act of putting on makeup is very therapeutic to me, whether I do it in the middle of the afternoon or the morning. I just flat out like doing it, but kind of trying to step back into that old routine just feels good to me. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but I just really enjoy this time. I'm very grateful for it. Now we're gonna go into the blush. This is the NARS Orgasm Blush. Ooh, maybe I should layer up the stick actually a little bit. These multiple sticks are something I have not really played with a whole lot. And this might be, is this giving off a little more glow as opposed to blushiness? I'm just kind of dabbing this on with my finger, and then we'll pop a little bit of the powder blush on top. We'll see what happens. Oh guys, I got a full-length mirror here in the makeup room. I'm really excited about it. I actually don't have a great area to do any kind of like outfit showing, you know, like on Instagram people like to show their outfits from time to time, and there are times I've thought, oh, I'd like to do that, but I just don't have a good setup for it. Like, I've got this full-length mirror in our bedroom. It's kind of in an odd position where I can't step far enough away from it on camera to like get a good full shot. It's like a little jewelry thing, but it's got a mirror on the front, but I don't love where that's located. I broke a mirror like 2 weeks before baby was born. I broke a mirror in our closet, and I thought, oh no, is that gonna be like bad luck or something? I think I've been having great luck lately, so I would say no, but I needed a good mirror, so I got a really cute one from Target, and it's up here in the makeup room, and I think from time to time I'm gonna show my outfit. And I've told myself I'm not gonna just wait for the times when it happens to be a really, really cute outfit or a linkable outfit or whatever. Like, I'm just gonna show, you know, the everyday stuff. Even if it is like day 2 in a Walmart t-shirt, who cares? Like, that's what we need a little bit more of in this space, is just being real about all this. Am I right? Okay, this is the Orgasm Powder Blush. I have not worn this blush in a while. I mean, I do have it in a bigger size or within another palette, but wow, that is fresh and pretty. I do enjoy. I needed that. Blush is always a good thing. But tell me what you think about the outfit stuff. This is something that might be turning up on like my Instagram stories a little bit more. Since I do want a little more glow than I think that blush and stick provided, I'm going to use this from Milani. It's the Strobe Light Highlighter in Afterglow, and this is just a mini size, but this is such a potent little highlight. I know I'll have it for a while. Isn't that just so pretty? Like, wow. Really makes the skin look healthy, and just the kind of tone that I could see working on about anybody. Love it. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to address, you guys. I've been asked about the Emily Awards. A lot of people have asked, like, you know, do you think you'll be able to do it with the new baby and all? And the answer, honestly, to that, I think is no. And I hate to say that. I hate to disappoint. I hate to just not be able to keep up with something I've always done. This is Maybelline Brow Precise here. I'm just going to chat while I do the brows. But typically when I've been doing the Emily Awards, it's been in December because that's when it makes sense to do it, right? It's sort of a year-end wrap-up, and I try to get it done before the holidays because once the holidays happen, I mean, that's the end of the month. I definitely can't see myself mixing travel and Emily Awards and holidays and all that. So they've been falling in sort of the first half of December, which in the past has worked all right for me, but I find myself spending a lot of November kind of testing and choosing the favorites and coming up with themes, working on intros and all that stuff. And you may recall the Emily Awards have recently been like a week-long thing, and it's been great, and I've loved that. But this year with a newborn, like, this is the hardest time of life with a baby, in my opinion. Just when it comes to predictability, trying to have a routine, trying to allow enough time to do other things, like, and they're only going to be this age once. And in the big picture, I probably am going to look back and feel like this time has flown by, even though some of these days have been pretty dang long, and nights too. This is my Wander tinted brow gel that I'm playing with. It's got a very fine brush. Just time out for a second. Really teeny tiny brush. It's nothing you can't get from like the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set or my Almay. It doesn't hold quite as well as the Almay, just saying. But I was sent it and I'm using it and trying it. But anyway, I just feel like it would drive me a little bit crazy trying to do the Emily Awards and trying to do them how I've been doing it, and having a baby, and just all the mayhem that surrounds the holidays, and just all the stress and exhaustion that comes with newborn time, and then trying to layer on that level of work on myself that I know I dump my entire heart and soul into every year, and I just don't feel like I could do it at the same caliber I would want to, and I think that would make me feel really bad. I'm not saying I won't post videos, but I just can't commit to that sort of a project right now. Next year, absolutely, I have no doubt I'll be back on it, but right now, just the timing of everything with baby Rhett and the time frame that I try to do the Emily Awards, it's just going to be way too much. So thank you guys so much for understanding. I could see maybe doing a smaller, like, I don't know, year-end wrap-up of some outstanding products or something like that. But I hope everybody can understand that my channel is a place where I'm truly striving to give you great content all throughout the entire year, you know, great reviews, great info on products. And while I know a lot of people do maybe come to my channel for the Emily Awards, it's not like that's the only time of year that I'm giving makeup reviews and product info, because that's happening all year long too. So thank you again, guys, for understanding. I'm sorry for rambling on and on about that, but I just wanted to explain a little bit. And I just think anybody probably from the outside looking in at what I'm dealing with right now in my life, you would understand that that would be a pretty hard, if not impossible, thing to pull off right now for me. And I do think part of life is just sometimes having the wisdom to know when you're reaching a limit and when to not push yourself quite so hard. I really want to enjoy the holidays. I really want to keep posting videos, but just not on that level right now. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I've been reaching for this quite a bit. I do love the scent of that. Ooh, there's something so like nice and fresh and delicate about that product. I'm thinking what it might be wise to do right now is choose one of these lip colors, because either way they're gonna be kind of bold, and let that kind of set the tone for the eye. So we have Dragon Girl, which is a really like true pure red. And then we have Dolce Vita, which is just a little bit more of a like dusty rose red, and it's a velvet matte lip pencil. So I'm gonna put that one on. Gosh, I love this color. I mean, this kind of is making me think everyday, kind of pretty rosy. And there's a really nice, like soft, comfortable quality to those pencils. Then I'm gonna take my Milani eyeshadow primer, and I'm just gonna dab that across the lids as we always do. It only takes a little bit of this to get the job done, I find. So dab it on the lid, get it up through the crease. And then I don't really feel like going crazy on the eyes today, but I did stumble across this palette on Ulta's website, and I thought it just looked beautiful. It's called Phoenix. And I think we can use it just to get a little something going lightly here on the eyes. There's this pretty sort of dusty, I don't know, rosy beigey color here. See how that does in our crease. I feel like I haven't used a whole lot of NYX lately, but I did get some little holiday type sets in PR, and I thought that would be a fun thing to maybe go through and just see if any of those things are things that I would recommend. My eyebrows are getting unruly over here, like they just want to pop up. I don't know what the deal is. Guess when I got my couple hours of sleep, I slept pretty hard. Let's pop in a little bit of this shade right here. There's just so much like warmth in here, but yet kind of randomness as well. Yes, giving you some cranberry sauce vibes right now. Okay, I may need to run down and feed someone because I hear them tuning up. I will be back. 17-minute nursing session and we're back. You gotta do what you gotta do. What was I saying here about the cranberry sauce? It makes me think Thanksgiving. It makes me think my lip. It makes me think my shirt here. So we've got all kind of a monochromatic thing happening. I want to play with a little bit of this plummy shade on the lid. I kind of more than anything just want to know how intense it can be. There's some really nice rich mattes in this palette, and the shimmers like here, 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 here. Maybe a little shimmer in this olive down here. But I would say if you kind of like that warm vibe, but aren't really super interested in shimmers, you might kind of go for this palette. Also, the shimmers that are in here are definitely not like the wildly metallic, super glittery type shades. They're a little bit softer. Anymore, when I put something on the lid, I find myself bringing in my crease brush again, and I take anything that was wedged up color-wise into the crease, and then I can sort of move it around with this brush and help it work into the other shade. And then how about a little bit of this really yellowish gold right here? This is one of the shimmers. Well, that actually goes on pretty well with my brush. I'm gonna kind of blot that on here, let it overlap a bit. A pretty fall eye, right? Kind of pulling in all the shades, all the essential colors. And then I might just encircle that inner corner with, I guess, a little bit of this shade. Just a little champagne shimmer here. And maybe dab a little bit of that right up here as well. I swear, what's it going to take for those little brow hairs to lay down? I'm going to try adding just a little bit more of my brow gel because I don't know what they're doing. They just want to stick straight up off of my face. I do feel like doing a little bit of liner today. I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's the waterproof pen style liner. And we'll just take this all across the upper lash line. I may do a little bit of a wing with it. I hope if you've got some travel plans for Thanksgiving that goes well for you this week. We are not going to be doing anything big travel-wise for Thanksgiving. We do have some travels coming up for Christmas time, but as you would imagine, we're staying just close to home with the new baby and all. He's going to be taking his first flight around Christmas time, so I'm a little nervous about it, but we have flown several times with the others, and I think it'll probably go just fine. Do you ever feel like the personality of your kids can kind of come out sometimes as they're just a very little baby? Like with Belle, I knew she was going to be like super strong-willed right out of the gate, and I could see some of those tendencies as well with Biddy. And with him, when he was just in the womb, I was just sort of thinking, I was fantasizing like, here's going to be my low-key kid, right? Like he's going to just be real easygoing, just super chill baby and everything. And you know, he may turn out to have those qualities in his personality going forward, but I gotta say, as a baby, he is maybe the most demanding one. Part of this could be a boy thing. A lot of people have told me when I've mentioned on Instagram like he wants to nurse all the time. This is the Climax Mascara, by the way, that I'm putting on. He just wants to nurse all the time, like constant eater. And a lot of people have told me who have both boys and girls that their boys tended to be that way more. Like I haven't just heard that from a few people, I've heard that a bunch. I don't know, part of it, you want your child to be demanding at this age, like you want the weight gain and all that stuff to be going on, so I'm happy for that. But it has just made for some difficult nights at times. I know that's not like a forever thing, but yeah, I've had some nights where I haven't slept a whole lot at all. But here recently, I think we're rounding a corner. We've hit the 1 month mark, and I can tell he's giving a little bit longer stretches at night sometimes. Like instead of wanting to feed like clockwork every 2 hours, he's stretched it out to like little 3-hour chunks, which I like. And I think all in all, he's getting a little bit easier. Just he's getting a little more accustomed to being laid down somewhere instead of constantly being held. He's getting a little bit better with that transition from being nursed, being rocked, and then being put down. But y'all, I am tired. I'm doing a little better on sleep than I was, but it's not where I was at all before, you know, having him. And I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning because I just thought I've got to get up here and get going if I have any hope of getting this video done. One thing that I have made sure to do for myself this past weekend is get together some healthy snacks, like kind of snack prep for myself. I think this is really important if you're nursing and it does make you really hungry, and then, you know, maybe baby's just nursing a lot and cluster feeding, which is also a thing he likes to do from time to time. And it just doesn't give you much of a break, and definitely not much of a break to fix yourself something. Even heating yourself up something and cutting yourself a slice of whatever was in the fridge and then heating it up can be too much to do. So I've like meal prepped myself some snacks like carrots, little bags of carrots and grapes. And I buy those Sargento balanced breaks, things that have like cheese and nuts and whatnot, dried fruit in them. Not that there's anything wrong with some chips from time to time. You know, I'm never going to completely say no to chips, but like I just want some things that are easy for me to get that are healthier. So over the weekend I really made an effort to get that all together. And another thing that'll be coming your way, guys, in my videos, I'm going to do my postpartum and newborn must-haves, which has been highly requested, so I hope you enjoy that. Last step here on the eyes, I'm just gonna, oops, that's not what I was looking for. The liquid lash extensions from Thrive. It was down in my makeup bag down there. Just gonna apply a little bit of this to my lower lashes. It really does wear like none other, so I will probably continue to keep this on hand. All right, everyone, we survived my first little get ready with me video since having the baby, a little Thanksgiving-ish look. I think a lot of what ended up getting pulled into this video wasn't even really wildly new stuff. I mean, even though that NARS kit, which I think is a good deal and would be a great gift to someone, that in itself is new, but the products inside are kind of like old school items from the line. But I like the coordination from the lip to the eye. That makes me happy. Loving the glow that's going on the cheeks. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I'm excited to get into more videos like this, and definitely leave your requests for me down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.